Good day, everyone. Welcome to the 153rd segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life-Changing Reality Training. Honorable Ambassador Buzopat to see where I still my names, and here on this platform, we encourage people to actually have patience with themselves because it's not everybody that has money that is happy. Yes, here we really want you to understand that is your truth that will lead to the freedom that you ever seek in life. That's what we do here. That's how we roll here. That's exactly how it is. It is what it is, my dears. Yeah. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat? Please do. And if you have, I am. Thank you. And please share to your contacts so that everyone will get to know. And the church will move to the permanent site. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Today we'll be talking on this topic, dump loads. Yes, a lot of people are carrying enormous, very, very heavy loads that are sinking them. You heard me. They are carrying loads that are sinking them. They don't even know what to do anymore. Some people are already in a hopeless situation, and some people are crying and nobody is hearing. They walk under the rain so that people may not see their tears because of what they have carried upon themselves, and they don't know who to help them again. The expectations from people are too much. The demands are so much. Assorted kind of loads that people need to change and discard with immediate effect. Some people have been affected already, and this message today is for those who think that they are like those people who carried it. You need to learn. Seriously, you need to learn. Okay? Because reducing and dumping loads is a must. Is a must. If you want to take a flight, you must travel light. If you want to jump so high, you must shed some weight. There's no way you can carry overload and think you can move forward. It's not possible. If you're meant to achieve 1,000,000,000 things in life and you overload yourself, you may end up not achieving 100. And that's the gospel truth. If you want to be El Shaddai, then you shall die. That is the truth. You can't be an El Shaddai and live. El Shaddai's die. So men and women have died untimely. They've died so early because they embraced enormous load that they couldn't shed, and it destroyed them. A lot of people deviated from what they are destined to be and do because they couldn't concentrate. They couldn't concentrate on a particular thing that is meant to be them and lift them. They were busy doing all kinds of things in order to drag everybody and carrying everybody along. It doesn't work like that. There is no shame, absolutely, in saying sorry. I cannot help. Heaven knows I've called the mind to give the world, but as it is right now, I cannot do what you're asking me to do. When you say your truth, you maintain your truth. The problem people have, a lot of people, say this thing and they know that in a difficult situation, they know that there are bills. They know that they're not capable financially. They know that there are bills that are waiting for them to pay, and they don't even know what to do. Yet they borrow to solve problems for others because of sentiment, or because they think if it's not me, who else? Hey, if it's not you, somebody else. If there's nobody, those people who are supposed to do it, we wake up and do it. It is better to say no than to say yes miserably. It is better to say big no. You cannot help everybody. You must learn to do the little you can and let them work for themselves. You that think that you are entitled, you that think that is a load that heaven gave you, everybody still have the same feeling. Those who are not doing that, you think their loads are your own. Why are your loads not their own? It's the same thing. You can fold your hands and still allow your load to go to those people. Because everybody can do something. That is the truth. Everybody. God did not make any mistake. He did not create any useless person. God made everything perfect. And if you want to be useful, you definitely must be useful. And you don't let anybody deceive you into thinking that if it's not you, who else? That is something so many people have fed themselves. And it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So many people started carrying loads, too much load from very tender age. The implications of this is that you can never ever save money for the rainy days. That is the truth. Because no matter what you think you've done, no matter what you've achieved, no matter the car you drive, it's still hand to mouth. Whatever you get has something that is taking it. Most times, you make promises, okay, when I get the resources, I will do this. You don't have the resources at the moment. 10 persons are asking you to do something. You're making promises. When I have the resources, when I get the resources, you are not even saying your no and standing on your no that I don't have it and I don't have it. You say you don't have it, but you're telling them when you get the resources, you do. So, what happens is that whatever money that you're going to labor for has channels that are going to drain it. It has where it's going to go, and you end up remaining the same way and expecting to prosper. How can you prosper? You must reduce a lot of loads that are so unnecessary. Because once something happens to your source of income, you're done. You're done. But why people save when they have abundance and help the few they can, is so that because you're the one helping, if anything happens to you, there will be nobody to give you a cup of water. There will be nobody to give you a ladder to climb. There will be nobody to throw rope for you. There will be nobody. And when you find yourself in such situation, saving must be your priority. Must be your priority. Other than worry about who will be offended with your truth, you consider who will be misled, who will be deceived, and who will be destroyed if you don't. And that person is you. The person that will be destroyed is you. Because if everybody's milking from one channel, that definitely drop. What people don't understand is that what they can do when they are 20 years, what they can do when they are 30, what they can even slightly do when they are 40, when you enter 50, even with a large heart that is larger than life, even with all the goodness in your heart, you cannot walk like you used to do. You cannot break the way you used to do. So if you did not save when it is raining in your life, if you did not save when God has given you opportunity to work so hard and save, then you are going to suffer. Because those people, one, you have ended up training people who are not industrious. You've ended up raising people who are not, who are entitled. You've ended up with your sentimental way of living, raised and trained monsters that don't care, that all they want is give me. And you overload your life. In the course of this, my NGO journey, I have seen a lot of people that embarked on things that they don't even know what to do anymore. When excess giving becomes a right, stopping becomes an offense. You can no longer do anything. And the truth of the matter is that if you go broke, those receivers that are used to receiving at per second billing from you will be the first to complain. They will be the first to say how much you have changed. They will find reason why you have changed. And they will blame somebody in and around your life who has made you change. Because the last thing they will ever accept is that things are no longer okay for you. Because even when they are not okay for you, you keep borrowing to give in order to say okay. So you lived a lie. You lived a lie. And for people that are going to listen to me today, please, that's why it's advisable to make sure that you're super stable before you start gathering people to help. And being super stable is being able to save. So that when you carry everybody and put hand in a dish, if it finishes, you have reserve. You have reserve. A lot of young boys that are serving their masters, under their masters, they will be training 2 girls in the university with the hope that, yes, they will eventually marry them. Every time you see cases they bring to you, I trained this person, I trained this person, oh, you did you tell me? All those things are so unnecessary. These people will steal and steal and steal, and if they are caught, they will be sent home with nothing, and destiny alters immediately because they carry the enormous loads that are so unnecessary when they are not supposed to. I keep telling men, if you want to train a girl to university, go and pay her bride price, impregnate her, then send her to school. Keep your promise of training her, but make sure she belongs to you. Because when you train a girl in university when you are a stark illiterate, the tendency that both of you cannot reason the same, it's not even about her disappointing you. The fact is that she will be different. Because your ways of life will no longer suit. So make her yours before you do that. And for women, don't send a man outside the country with the hope that he will come back to marry you. Please, I'm sick and tired of having to keep consoling people and keep advising and advising. Can you go and make sure both of you are married and make work for your papers? If you've got the money, I have no problem about anybody who has money spending. It's not a must that a man must give you when you know you have better. You must compliment. If you love somebody very well, there's no need for you to keep your account. After all, if anything happens to you, we nobody. So nobody. Some people have made money for the enemies because they are hiding it from their spouse. They're hiding it and hiding it. Nobody knows. If you've got money, compliment each other. I don't have a problem with that. But do not do something that will make you to wallow in self-pity all the rest of your life. Work papers for both of you to travel. Or if you know you're doing it for the sake of doing it, take whatever you see, but do not destroy your life. So many people are committing suicide up and down because they ended up stealing from their parents to give a boy to travel to, hoping that the boy will come back, and they've gone there and moved on. So if we learn today, we'll learn early. There's a lot of things going on. So many people have tried to kill themselves for others because of loads that are meant for others that they carried on their shoulder. For what? And today they're in so much debt. How can you be happy when every mail you get, every phone call you get is about debt, debt, debt? Automatically, you will be bleeding on people who didn't cut you in the first place. You will. I said there is nothing wrong in living for others and doing something for the others. Don't misunderstand me. There's nothing wrong, absolutely, by helping when you have. But where it is wrong is that when you know you've gotten to your limit, when you know that you've gotten to when it's breaking you and you don't know how to stop because of sentiment, because of logic, because you fed yourself that if not you, nobody else. My dear, if not you, somebody else will. Nobody is indispensable in this life. The only thing you do is kill yourself before your time. And Aluta continues. That is the truth. Is it Pastor Adoye, Sama Adoye, that said that don't let the family that you came from destroy the family that is coming from you? Yes. Don't let the family you came from destroy the family that is coming from you, because you owe them everything. You owe them. It is better to say no than to say yes miserably. You do your best and you leave them to their drama. When you're strong, not when you can no longer do those things, not when the opportunities that have come in your life are reduced, not when so many things you cannot do it right anymore, not when, you cannot, when you leave, when you don't know how to leave the table, when ovation is loudest, when you don't know how to stop, when you're feeling the pain in your bone, when you don't, because nobody knows tomorrow. The tap may be running from this source. If you're not careful, you will not save when that tap will stop. And you are not the owner of the tap. So when the chips are down, what do you do then? I said these are for people who think that without them, nothing will happen. Without them, nobody will live. Without them, everybody will die. I am the star in the family. It was because I had to carry everybody along. That is why they gave birth to you. Then don't do anything with your life. Stay one place and stay stagnant. And make sure that your job is just to be a signpost that others will come and see and they will. Don't move. But if you ever have plans to progress, then that mentality must be erased completely. It must be erased completely. Life moves on even when you're no more. You need to understand that. A luta continuas. The struggle will never be over if you don't use your sense to shape your life in order that you may be able to leave something for this earth. You will work tirelessly for people who won't even remember a jack when you're done. If you think, like so many people think, oh, if I don't pay for hospital bill, if this person dies, I will miss you. What about if you die? Won't they miss you? If you don't know how to stop and when to stop, if you die, they too will miss you. So everybody needs to put hands on deck. Every family moves forward. Every business moves forward. Every home moves forward. Every school moves forward. When the teachers and the principal and everybody are working together, when everybody comes out together, that is why they said, divided, we are destroyed. But united, everything works. You cannot carry 10 persons' responsibility on your shoulder. You will age quicker, you will die untimely, and you will be messed up financially. That's the truth. And the people you owe to take care of, they are the ones that you expect understanding from. Every day is a gospel. Every minute is a gospel. Then you cannot even be happy. Every statement will be sounding differently because you expect those around you to really understand what you're going through. But they can't be you. They can't even understand because half of the things that you are expecting them to understand are unspoken words. You can't even, for the fear of how empty they will see that you are, you will not even tell them all the truth that is needed. And you expect them to understand based on the things that you have packed in your head, the truth and the reality of what you're going through, the true situation that nobody knows, you expect them to understand. It's a position nobody needs to envy. It's a position that is pitiable. It's a position that is crazy. It's not something somebody will put themselves inside. You must stop overdoing things and learn to make your no a capital no without guilt. Say no without guilt. You don't owe anybody anything. God knows you have the heart to give. But if you don't have it to give, can you be firm to say, I don't have it? If anybody don't like it, of course it's not your fault. The truth you must let yourself know is that first convince yourself that it's not your fault. You know that you would do anything for anybody if you've got it. So when you tell yourself it's not your fault, then you maintain and understand that it's not your God. You must really give yourself a chance. Develop a God and develop this thing that I am saying the truth. And you know it's your truth. And have a code. And know where to stop. And know how to save. And know how to be patient with yourself. And understand that people that you're expecting to understand don't know the gospel truth. And then you understand and take a blame that you didn't stop when you are supposed to stop. So that you'll be able to educate other people and say, I've made this mistake, don't make it. I did this thing you're trying to do now, don't do it. See, it will never finish. Problems will never finish. We never knew we would be in this situation we're in right now. We never knew our economy would be this messed up. We never knew things we used to buy for a farthing is almost in hundreds of thousands right now. Yeah, we never knew. So because you don't know tomorrow, that's why you will save for the rainy day. That's why you will stop unnecessary pitiable mentality, unnecessary miserable mentality of thinking that you owe people who are not owing you anything, something. Be nice. I see, nothing makes one happy than giving, but give from what you have. Don't give from what you don't have. Don't borrow to give. And don't create crisis in your today life because of too much borrow from everywhere. And you don't even know what to do anymore because the source of income is not coming like that. If you're in business, be careful. That container that is coming in tens of thousands may end up sinking in the boat. Why we say God forbid, we don't even know. Negative emergencies keep happening. So if it happens, what happens? If you don't do this, if you don't do this when the time is right, what will you now do? Give from position of abundance, but don't give from nothing. Especially when it's not on charity basis. When you want to help with what you can. Help with what you have. Make sure your home is consolidated. Your life is consolidated. The people that you're helping, teach them how to catch the fish. If they decide to catch the fish and eat it in one day, you have done your job. This is my message for us today, because there's so many people that their bones are breaking on daily basis because of mistake of carrying biting more than they can chew, carrying much more load. Their shoulders are sinking. Their life is I don't even understand. But you know what? Mercy of God will make the difference for those who are in this kind of situation, because you did that from your heart and you meant it. Mercy will come and open another door for you. But stop, learn now so that it will not continue. Peace be unto you, people. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Instagram, Be Inspired with Ambassador.Buzo. Follow me at Facebook, Moment with Truth with Buzopat, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at TikTok, Be Inspired with Buzopat. And DM me as usual. Most of these things I will come out to say here are all people's problem. It's too much. But you see, this one, we must learn to conquer it. Okay. See you next week.